So, you want to talk about sports rituals and superstitions. Let's get into it, guys. Hey there, and welcome back to Sailing Stone Performance Podcast. I'm your host, Derek Hutchins, and today we're going to be getting into a really fun podcast where we're looking at superstitions in sports, rituals, and things of that nature. And we're going to break down a little bit more of the mental aspect around that. And I'll let you know my thoughts on it. So let's get into this. So when it comes to rituals, there's a lot more research and studies behind this now. And they're basically claiming that what rituals can do for athletes is it can help put them into the zone, right? It can help them with their performance as a way that it gets you out of your head, kind of gets you just focusing on the match. And it does that in a few different ways. One of those ways is, so let's first start, like mostly rituals are kind of created out of a past performance that's gone really, really well. Right. So let's say last game you had something, you played phenomenal, your best game ever. Right. Now, all of a sudden you're taking a look at, how did I put my shoes on? Right. Was it left before right? Was it right before left? Did I do both socks and then both shoes? Or did I put my left sock and shoe, my right sock and shoe, right? Things like that. And then what socks was it? What underwear was I wearing? What, all of these things, maybe an undershirt, right? All those things kind of go and start to go into play. What meal did I have before? So it's like kind of creating this recipe for success for yourself, right? And these can be, again, it's a good way. So the way it kind of helps is that it brings you back into that performance that you had, that mindset that you had. It's all about mindset. So it brings you back into that mindset that you had when you were playing that game. So it can actually, physically bring you back into that same mindset. For instance, if you have a trauma like, somebody patting you on the head and you really didn't like that. So every time you get pat on the head, it brings you back to that same instance where you just didn't like it. Right. And so if we're talking about sports, maybe somebody patted you on the back and was like, yeah, good game. Right. That same kind of feeling, maybe that brought up, like, that was a positive for you. Oh yeah. Like, attaboy. Right. So now when somebody pats you on the back, it automatically brings you and gives you that good feeling. So even if you're outside of the game, maybe it's completely unrelated, but somebody, does that, it takes you right to that same place of like praise and making you feel good, right? So rituals are kind of that same way where they pull you right back into that same emotional state that you were in, the same mindset mentally that you were in when you're playing your absolute best. So that can be beneficial to have some sort of a ritual, right? Where things are it helps get you out of the nervousness. It helps calm the nerves. It helps you get excited about playing. Now, there is a downside, right? Say it's something, your ritual or your superstition is something that takes a long time, right? So maybe you're getting thrown into a match or something that you don't have a lot of time in. If you're not able to like complete that ritual, is it going to throw you off? Right. And studies will say, yes, it will. It can. Right. So yes, rituals can help you a lot, get you back in that mindset, get you excited, but they can also hurt you if it pulls you out of that match the same way that it's going to pull you in. Right. For example, if they did a study on golfers, and they had people bring a lucky charm, and halfway through, the exercise, they said, okay, this half of you has to get rid of your lucky charms. Now, the percentages of putts that they made drastically decrease on the people who got rid of the lucky figure, right? So that's all psychological. It didn't do anything to benefit, but the thought that, oh, that was giving me luck before and now it's gone. Now, all of a sudden I'm in my head instead of just in the zone playing, right? Now, this is where it becomes detrimental. So My personal opinion is, yes, they're fun, enjoy it, but don't get so attached to that ritual that you can't perform without it. That's the key, right? That's the really big key, is do whatever works for you that gets you feeling comfortable into the game, into the zone, get you, it's just anything that's helping you get out of your own head, right? That's really all this does, that actually works. Like, the benefit of it is getting you out of your head. So anything that gets you there and allows you to just be free, right? That's when you're going to be playing your best, is when you're just free and you're excited about the game. So anything that doesn't support that needs to get rid of it. So if it's a ritual, you need to break that cycle. You need to start learning how to do it without, understanding that that ritual is something that's fun, something that gets you in the zone. But if you don't have it, it's not going to hinder your performance, because you're confident that no matter what, you're still going to crush it, right? That's the key. So that's really where we need to focus on, getting your attention, your drive to that place in your sport. If you're really stuck on, I have to do all of this stuff a certain way, not that perfect recipe for success is going to be able to be had every single time. And so there's going to be a time when it's going to hold you back, that you didn't get that. That's when you know, okay, it's time for me to shut this down. It's time for me to, get rid of this. Maybe it's time to create a new thing that helps me get back into the zone, right? For me, it's more about tapping, and tapping for me gets me not thinking about anything other than being right here, present in the moment, enjoying every second that I'm going to do, taking to do my sport, wakeboarding. And, it really helps me block everything out, block out the noise, right? We just call it noise, like block out the noise, the negative thoughts, all of the fear and the nerves, right? It just cuts all that stuff, because the reality is you put so many hours into practicing, into perfecting your craft. The game time is just time to show off, right? It's just time to have fun, let loose, and just get out there and give it your all. It's not time to think about it. It's not time to, dwell on past, or, well, is this going to work? Is that going to work? Like, just release it all, enjoy being in the moment. Right. So I did say I was going to leave you with a couple of my favorites. If you checked out the post from last week, I talked a little bit more about some of the most famous ones. Serena Williams not washing her socks if she's on a winning streak, right? Saying that's going to basically wash off the good luck. Michael Jordan always wore his University of North Carolina shorts underneath his Chicago Bulls shorts. Always, if you watch the movie Space Jam, you get that tidbit. One that kind of startled me from an athletic performance view, one that I read, it was a basketball player. I can't recall his name, but he would drink a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew before the first half, and then he'd drink another 2-liter at halftime. I can't imagine playing on a stomach full of Mountain Dew. Wild. So I'm excited to hear what you guys have. Like, what are some of your sports rituals? I know for me, it was like not washing my knee pads for wrestling matches until I lost or something, right? Like even after, it was like a no, like basically all season long, you didn't want to get close. Those things were nasty. Also, socks were a big thing. I had my lucky socks, always wanted to wear the same ones. Just little things like that. Same with lucky underwear. So it was like, for me, it was socks, underwear, don't wash my knee pads. Right. Again, get excited, have fun with rituals. They can be so fun. I'm excited to see type in the comments what some of your guys's are. But remember, don't get so attached to those that those stop you from performing at your best, or get you thinking you're not going to perform your best if that ritual is not done. Okay. That's really the gist of it. Let me know. I'll talk to you guys soon. Look forward to seeing you on the next time. Oh, and of course, all the famous YouTubers, podcasters, please like, share, subscribe, right? Comment, do all the fun stuff. I want to get more and more videos for you guys. I really want to know what things that you can use help with, and dig into some more like just deeper stuff. This one's a fun one, but I want to get deep with you guys too. So hit me up. Talk soon. Bye.